Maigavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Alcfud, the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we play as the Northern Dúnedain, our so far greatest campaign and the furthest along in terms of progression. With the Northern Dúnedain we have done exceedingly well. We have pressed deep into the heartlands of our enemies. We are besieging the capital of Alcfud. We are defending Minas Tirith from the now onslaught that will come from the Nazgul of Mordor. And of course we are holding Isengard here at Idún, the gateway to the west. I've been thinking a little, as this video now follows those two Umbar videos, and i-estel, which I spoke of also in the Enedwaith videos, and now all makes sense, that they were all recorded on the same evening. I'm going to rename it to Tirith, which means Guardian of the Poros, because the Poros is the name of the river that joins the Anduin just to the east of i-estel. So I will rename it Tirith. Tirith flows off the tongue better, it's easier to pronounce, it looks nicer, and so I shall go for that. I don't think we can actually do anything at the moment. We can end turn. We're waiting reinforcements from somewhere. I can't remember if the force from Alcfud, if I was sending that south, or if the army there was being trained to then support Himramir as he takes Goblin Town. I'm not entirely certain, but we do indeed have forces up here. And Gandalf needs aid. He can't take down Bregnas with what he has. And I can't move forces out of Idún or Derwath, to be honest, because it depends what Enedwaith do. Oh, that is also the image that is used for... not the image. That is Theodred from the film. So that looks like a complete Rohirrim army, which is quite cool. But all we can do for the moment is end turn and see what happens to us. It's been a while since I've recorded a Northern Dúnedain video, actually. I've got a little bit of time, as I say. As we now close in ever closer to the day in which I leave. So I will reiterate it once more, that from the 18th of March until the 8th of June, or the 2nd of June, I will not be in the country. So I will not comment on any videos during that time, unless we get the odd bit of Wi-Fi here and there. But I do just want to make that clear in the videos. But I won't labour the point. So I will cease to say it after a while. Enedwaith are gathering forces. Oh, Garathala has been beset by the plague, which only affects the largest of cities, I believe. And there's no point in retraining them. The plague sticks around for a while, but it does just seem to go of its own accord. So fascinating. Gundabad has fallen. That's become rebel, and they don't seem to be moving to take it back. They seem to be buggering off, in fact, and heading back west. They probably don't like that I've got men in that fort there. But I don't want to leave it. And also Athelin. Why are they still hanging around Athelin? What have Isengard done? They've not really done out. Oh no, of course. Gandalf's just going to sit and wait there until the Alcfud army succeeds, and then it's going to press on Bregnas, and we'll take it from there. Harad have bested us in terms of money. Aradai built a university, which gives us a melee weapon bonus, I believe. And we're waiting on recruiting guards of the Orthanc. Oh, the Isengard force from Hornburg has moved out.
My lord.
Where? Where have they gone? What are they doing?
Without question. As you wish.
Why are they rocking back up to Edaras? What's Edaras got? Now one wonders if it's not a perfect opportunity to send our army out and take Khazad-dûm. Take Helm's Deep. We'll hold off. We'll hold off. Ginyard isn't recruiting. That's why we're building some chicken farming there. Don't think I'm doing anything else. I am going to siege Alcfud out, to be honest, but they will attack on the next turn, and I believe Minas Tirith will also be attacked on the next turn. Indeed, as TSC Chope said in one of the comments he's put on one of the videos, I thoroughly suspect that Halbarad will meet his end in Minas Tirith, but it will certainly be fun fighting until he does. Oh, that force probably could have attacked Goblin Town. We've missed out on an opportunity there, which is a damn shame. I am actually going to try and get the ring. I'm going to try and do that. But first of all, we must defend from the clans of Enedwaith. Captain Gordon, he comes with quite a lot of good units from Enedwaith, actually quite a lot of full armour upgrades. But he's got Moot Keepers, and moot wardens. Both very good, but no general there. Captain ú-chebin. He has moot keepers as well. Spearmen, swordmen, middle tier. Solas, their only general, and the gentleman defending Alcfud. He's got quite the army as well. They've got foresters of Halle. Alrighty then. Chieftain Eldarian is who's being attacked, this gentleman. Chieftain Eldarian is the supporter, and he's being attacked by Gordon, who's first. So he's going to come directly in front of us, so our enemies will be on our right and left. Our reinforcements will come in on the right with Hanian. We will allow our reinforcements to be allies, even though you've all seen the Umbar video where the AI just absolutely ruined our chances of victory with the way they dealt with our allies. But we will be far too greatly outnumbered if we don't call upon them, and I can't control them, so we have no choice but to let the computer do it. So in we go.
Attack!
This is a very climactic battle for Enedwaith. Let's see how the computer handles this many people on one battlefield. Although I was doing some browsing before I began the recording, and they've got a full banner army outside of Boulogne, which is the castle on the coast. They've got about 3/4 of a banner army in Cadas, which is currently their capital city, actually. Alcfud is no longer their capital for some reason. And we don't know what they've got in Gund, so Gund may well have a lot of forces. Right, as I say, they're coming from directly in front and from the right and from the left. Our reinforcements are coming in from our right-hand side. So if we were to pull over to here, then our reinforcements should join together with us. We won't be on the hill, though. I'm not too bothered about the forest, of course. I think our reinforcements will come in directly from our side. So if we set up on this sort of hill... Oh, we've got some Enedwaith units ourselves. R and F. Oh no, don't deploy stakes because we've got some cavalry. Oh, have we got cavalry actually? Oh, it doesn't matter. There's no need for stakes. There is no need for stakes. The Enedwaith cavalry that are supporting us can go in the trees and just be hidden, along with our units. Chieftain Eldarian. Oh yes, there's our cavalry. Have we got cavalry? No, of course not. Ah, yes, in fact we have. Just send them to their death because we didn't even realise we had them. Standard.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Form into a line. Far ahead of us. Our reinforcements are coming. Shoot out, please. And what of the other reinforcements behind? Also shoot out. Now please do not waste your forces. Many of these men have travelled far from their homeland to support the great and glorious mission of Aragorn, may he rest in peace with the Valar, and they wish to see their task fulfilled before their lives are ended. And to do that, we must have a solid front. Speed up a bit. Now this battle is not going to be able to go into time 6 very well, so we're going to have to hope that we can stay with it in normal. Our cavalry is firing, so let's pull them out. The enemy's reinforcements are coming in from our right-hand side, as expected, and interestingly, not the bottom right-hand corner, but the side. But that's the smaller force that we need not really worry about. But then what I would certainly suggest with Enedwaith is that if you have a policy whereby you don't worry about them, in inverted commas, they really can sting you. If you underestimate their javelins and you let them get them off, they can really damage you in a way that you might not expect. So you do have to pay them due attention or they will burn you. So with that in mind, we'll send over our 2 cavalry forces to harass over there. As I don't think they'll be needed on this side. Oh, there. Foresters of Haleth are dropping in on us quite nicely. Flaming arrows. to do other than hope. Baruda! Cut left, stop them in their tracks. Ignore the moot wardens, there's hardly any of them. You lot can run. At least Chief Nildarian is safe, as is this gentleman, whoever he is. Got some outlaws. Oh, and there's their captain. I like the captain, I think they look cool.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Our line holds firm, and our ally is absolutely overrunning our right-hand side. Overwhelming numbers at the moment. I have kept them on shootout, but they seem to be ignoring that. And they've sent some men over here to harass idiots. I don't know which one Hanian is, but he'll be a foot general. He's in the mix there somewhere, isn't he? Yes, there he is. No, they're standard Dúnedain. They're not. I thought standard Dúnedain didn't have that black style. Oh, there he is. He's in front of us. There, found him. Right, keep yourself alive. Is the only task I set for you. Oh, our cavalry have totally missed. That's annoying. Get a charge into the side of those keepers. Cavalry, river elders. You guys go and chase down your own men. Grey Flood riders on Grey Flood riders. The pikemen are not being used, so we've got a large force in the trees over here that we just can't ignore. But if some of our troops are expended killing them off, then some of our troops are expended. That's the cavalry situation. They didn't do very well, pull out. They, on the other hand, they did very well against the river elders.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Peppering the Angren raiders as they pass. Now you're throwing javelins at them, you're not melee.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Which one has fallen? Captain Gordon. And then the other two generals are standing right next to each other. There's one. And the other is... The other is an actual general, isn't he? It's called Solas or something like that. Oh, not really sure. Won't waste time over it. They've defeated the Moot Keepers really quite soundly. That was... we didn't witness that, but it was absolutely crushing. Right, support them and take out the Elders. Do the same. Let's watch this lovely carnage that's about to ensue. Cavalry over the hill, and Knights of Anumanas charging in from the side. Or they're not called that anymore, are they? Arthurdine Royal Guard. Right. Our forces can focus on that right-hand side if they've got nothing left to do.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
There's so much going on, but the problem is, of course, we're the Northern Dúnedain. Although I said they've got some units that are threatening, Moot Wardens especially, they're a particularly strong unit. Moot Keepers are quite good. Overall, the forces of Enedwaith are still rubbish, to sum them up. They're poor. They're not very good. So the victory is still pretty much assured. So you don't need to be frantic about how we deal with it.
They have lost half their men.
You charge them. You... I don't know, charge over there. Or hit those spearmen in the back. We could probably time 6 now. Nah, it's still not ready.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Chase down the Angren raiders. Those outlaws. What's the overall picture? The enemy seems to be grouped up here. There's still quite a lot of them there. And in the trees over here, there still seems to be quite the grouping. I can't really do so well. I'll set you both to attack now. Go for it. Why doesn't it let you have more control over your forces? That's always been one of my key questions. Why can't I tell individual units in our allies' army to... Because they're not our ally, are they? That's the distinction I wish the game made. So yes, let's say this army were controlled by Rohan. I would be able to do nothing other than ask, oh, can you please attack here? Can you please defend here? But as they're actually our units, why can't I individually click on a unit and tell it, don't use fire arrows? Like, I wouldn't be able to position them, I wouldn't be able to move them or anything like that. That's the point of having a second in command. But I should be able to direct individual units. It's like a chain of command, isn't it? If you're on a ship and your captain tells you to, right, I don't know, march to the back of the ship, but then an admiral phones in and's like, oh, hold on, I need that man at the front of the ship. You'd move to the front of the ship because the admiral outranks the captain. And why does the game not have that for the battles? And I think you can only put that down to the fact, again, that I blame all the time, that the game is old. And either they didn't think of it at the time or it wasn't possible at the time. It's the only real things I can think. They are restricted by what they could do. But it still leaves you... It's really quite irritating. It's one of the biggest errors, I think. It's rarely seen because not that often do you have these situations where your army is controlled by the AI because your army is just so big. But when you do have these situations, it really, really shines through that your forces can't... You can't control your own forces. I'm loath to go into the forest. The sight in here is awful. You can't see what you're doing. And also, at the minute, Enedwaith hold it exclusively, really. We've not really gone beyond the borders of the trees there yet. But the right flank is where the fighting is now.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Ready yourselves.
We have obliterated them on the left and the centre. They are no longer fighting there. Chase those down and finish them off. There's someone else up here as well, isn't there? Oh, those were the ones also. Oh, the others are behind you. Yeah, go on then, hit the Hunter's Guildsman. Cavalry's routed them, that's routed them. They're both on aggressive. Right, you're no longer fighting, so pull out over there. You go and join them. We can use you.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Move into the centre. You and you can group up. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Where are the 84 of them? Sitting in the middle doing nothing. Go out and chase some people down. It's Foresters of Haleth, they're going to be a problem. Yeah, go on, you go for them then. There's the other 55. Wasting their javelins on men who have already left the map. That's a long old stint back to the battle line, but in you come. You guys run. Just getting them out of the way, to be honest, just because it's such a cluster bomb in the centre here.
Behold how
our line is now not doing anything.
Runs. It's time to press the attack.
Form up in the trees. We can at least go to ×2. Why are you routing? Why could you possibly be running away? There's no threat to you. Ah, his units are tired, that's why. Cavalry, charge in and support. If any cavalry is left, come and join in.
Behold how our cowardly
continue
foe
until the end. We should probably be able to go to ×6 now. Yep. Anything that you can capture. We'll never be able to make it in time. They're right on the border. No, they're all out. They're all out. There's one unit left. One River Elder. He's really surrounded. He's down. I think that's it.
This is a clear victory.
Solid victory. Very large battle there. Absolutely huge. Battle for Alcfud, I think we shall call that. Alcfud. We lost 391,706. Hannian took the brunt of it. Captain Kudor only lost 9 men, and we killed thousands. Absolutely thousands. And the top killer amongst all... Oh, Kudor did nothing. He did nothing. Pitiful. 24 men altogether. Excuse me, sorry. 184 Dúnedain cavalry in Hannian's army. But 193 Rudar swordsman. Rudar swordsman did the best. Well done, men. Well done. They are to be commended. They've turned back to the light and away from the evils of the Witch King of old. Of course, their blood is now essentially wild men. There's virtually no Dúnedain left in their blood. Kill them all.
We have triumphed.
And 28,000 people live in Alcfud. Oh dear, they're not going to like us when we exterminate them all, are they? Ever will this day be remembered by the clans of Enedwaith. Their hated enemy of ages past returns. Some 6,000 odd years later, 5,000 years later, and inflicts even greater damage on them than they did before.
Yes, we'll make
marvelous.
here.
I don't know what this army's being trained for, but I'll just keep it going. Just keep training. Same there. Death stalks the lands in Garathala still. Oh, we've got a lot of construction. And Alcfud falls to our forces. And we could barely build anything here. Get a library, I think I can get that. Okay.
Your orders, my lord.
Good show, Hannian.
We shall engage. Orders.
Right, the whole force of you step out.
Yes.
Yes, my lord. Your order. Yes, my lord.
Join Hannian.
As you command.
Kudor, you're going to become the garrison of Alcfud.
Command.
You're going to have to explain to your own people now why the Northern Dúnedain are better than those that once commanded them. So if you could get on with that, that'd be brilliant. That building is of no use to us. So we've not only have we've just annihilated 6,000 of their warriors fighting for their own lands. Added to that 5,000 years ago, we burnt thousands of their forests. We killed them willy-nilly, and we basically just showed them that they can't even begin to think of troubling us. And then we return, we kill 6,000 of them in the plains in the battle. We then murder 28,000 women, children, the old, the infirm, anyone that stands in our way in their capital. And then, just to spit on the wound that we'd gashed open in their arm, we destroy their great clan hall. They've even got an Elder Hunters Guild, which fortunately for us is actually, we too get the Archers Guild. For us it's called a Grey Company Guild Hall, but it is the same building. So we've now got the highest ranking Archers Guild in the world. Only one of those can exist on the whole map, and we now own it. So we have really just done a number on them.
Your orders, my lord.
We shall engage.
112,435.
We have
Oh, Enedwaith.
Yes.
You're just
Yes.
no match for us.
To battle. Glory, honor,
Absolutely no match.
victory.
Right, given the strength with which we won
Your
that,
orders, my lord.
Chieftain Eldarian, if you take some
Yes,
of his
my
better
lord.
units,
Your
so we'll get
orders,
rid
my
of...
lord.
We don't need 38 of them,
Orders,
32, 32,
my
20,
lord.
38.
Your will, my lord.
You step out for a second,
Yes.
which means we
Yes,
can drop
my
in
lord.
3, 6, 7 more units. So
Your
we'll
orders,
take
my lord.
51, 100,
My lord.
203,
Your will, my lord.
138.
Orders. As you
Now,
wish.
that army will head south.
Joining forth with honor. This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Some wildman mercenaries.
Yes.
Take Caras.
Yes, my lord.
My lord. Merging
Hannian
armies, my
will
lord.
head
With honor.
east.
This tower will keep
Oh,
vigil
no, there's not
over the
enough.
lands.
He's got to
Your
join up with
orders,
that
my
army,
lord.
hasn't he? Oh, we can use both armies together.
Yes, my lord.
Hannian head east
Yes.
and join up with Gandalf.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands. I respect you, my enemy.
Your orders,
Where
my
you
lord.
will take Bregnas from
We can go
Isengard.
no further, my lord.
Oh, that was a wonderful battle. Now, of course, if they come back for Alcfud, we're not going to hold it with those forces now, but very pleasing indeed. Right, Londangren no longer needs that defence. Caras will soon fall, but Balorn's got quite the army, actually.
You are weaker than I, and you know it.
Caras, their force in Londangren's not actually that good. 13 royal guards. Keep them here, but they'll just die, I suppose. Get a school eventually. Okay. Can't go on Goond yet. Max that out. Retrain those then, whatever that is. Leave behind the Rohirrim. No, that army's so weak. So weak. But if we join it with Gandalf...
With honour.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord. My lord. Orders.
Your orders, my lord.
Can't even merge. Can't even merge that
yes,
army.
my
It's got
lord.
so few. And then those two forces can take on Gandalf. You can return to Anoni Dún.
By your command.
Or just head into that
March
fort
to
for now,
exhaustion.
actually. Or head in there. I'm sure you can merge with some of those
Your
units.
will, my lord.
Barad-Isle. It's got a few more units to train. Splendid. That got to Dúnedain quickly, didn't it? I think that's everything that we can do in this turn. But what I think I will do there is end this episode there. So, in the next episode, by the looks of it...
As you wish. To battle, lads!
Oh, yes, the next episode will begin with the siege of Goblin Town. So I will leave that screen there and end the video there. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have, as ever. Please feel free to pop any comments you wish in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your suggestions might be. And also, of course, you can head over to Total War Centre. But for now, and until we speak again, dear friends, in the name of Aragorn, Northern Dúnedain Perimad Melunin, and farewell.